Hey there folks, welcome back to Borderlands. We left off with Borderlands Remastered. We dealt with a bunch of skags and dealt with also their cave on top of it. Shot Crystal Cave to be exact. Now after doing one of the first circle of slaughters here, we are now on to finally go deal with Sledge after sidetracking. Because yeah, this game just has a habit of sidetracking a lot, I will say. And this, it clearly shows. It shows big time. But you know, you have to give it some slack because this is the first attempt of an RPG shooter. Or other one I can think of is like Mass Effect and some other ones with such. I think they came later. Oh. I can't recall when Borderlands. I think it was like 2008 or 7 for Borderlands case. And then like Borderlands 2 is like Borderlands 2011 or 2012. Something like that. I know it was a good bit on that. I could be dead wrong in terms of like Borderlands 1's like 2006 and Borderlands 2 is like 2009 or 10-ish. Kind of weird, I guess. But yeah, we're finally going to be doing with Sledge.
Up until now has been simple. You're about to face a real challenge in Sledge. Do not underestimate.
But yeah, Angel here informs us that this is the first true boss of all the bosses and such. Which, you know, I kind of get that, but I don't know. It really, I will say, when it comes to these first bosses, or when it comes to Borderlands bosses, they're really a hit and miss. Some of them do have a hit to them, and then some of them have heck of a miss to them at the end of the day. And I think this is kind of like one of those ones because you'd think he'd be a very serious bandit at the end of the day when he's just, you know, at this place the whole time. And not, you know, confronting us or dealing with us at hand as a bandit chief, I would think would. However, once you open that door, I did realize something. You get more missions! Oh my god. So yeah, we're not going to Sledge after all. We're doing the next two missions here I forgot about, which is getting assault rifle parts, which eventually I'll be getting there eventually. Probably just skip here. Or not, as it turns out, because one of the missions is just right here, because Shep Sanders has one for us, which is removing some rack dung. Well, the other one is the combat rifle parts, so you can get a combat rifle. I will note, the combat rifle can be good, or just flat out terrible. Because I will say, any of these part ones are usually terrible. Usually not that good. Unless you get the special sniper rifle that turns into the assault rifle sniper and the org. However, it sounds like from what I read and stuff, the difference between the remaster and the regular, because someone did cover this, the org is now the org assault rifle, and it's basically a French gun. I can't remember what it's called, but it basically turns that sniper rifle into a automatic sniper. That one is now has its legendary perk or something like that, I think. I could be definitely wrong about that one, but I know the org for sure is. While the sniper rifle has its unique priorities of being auto, because yeah, there's those two very unique guns that you come across. Yeah, the blue auto sniper I remember has a red saying that's in French, I believe. And basically that means it's an automatic mid-low power sniper rifle that is very good in regards that you can come across, which is like basically the first attempt of a Vladoff sniper, basically. Because yeah, Vladoff wasn't much a thing. Well, it is a thing, but it's not like a big thing. I'll say that much. Yeah, guns didn't really get their uniqueness told to. Overall, they basically, at best, had a unique stat to them, or some kind of special gun tied to them. Where later on, they became more unique in terms of what kind of guns they become, and such. So yeah, now we're going to get this combat rifle part, because yeah, remember this area where we went to the back door area, and got demolished by two big bruisers? We're coming back for revenge, baby! Y'all gonna die. Yeah, there's the barrel. I will note some of my friends will be grabbing some of these parts, so if you don't see them, you don't see them. If you know that. Oh, you down. Gotta check everything. That's, yeah, throw a turret there. Because yeah, you dealing with the bruiser. Might as well just let the turret deal with that. That's the good part about the turret. Well, it's not that great on the damage wise, it's great for distraction. And that's the good use of it. So there goes that bruiser and a bunch of bandit thugs and stuff. Oh god. That thug, there we go. Aim for that head if you can. Yeah, that's the body or barrel. I think that was probably barrel. And if I recall, there's a part around the shack on the right, outside the shack on the right there. If I recall. It's a class mod. That's one from my buddy. I think it's the Juggernaut one. Then a frantic machine gun, which I don't know. So it's a little bit better in the fire rate department, but that's about it. And I decided to take it just to see if it really is better or not. Looks better. I mean, bigger mag. 50 shots. I think it was bigger. It probably wasn't. It probably. And we got some explosive grenades from corrosive contact, which is not bad. I will say. Oh yeah, the contact. Yeah, the contact's actually good because once it just hits the enemy, it just goes right off. So those are really good ones. The transfusion is still probably technically the best one, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think I decided to go back. Yeah, it's basically the same mag. Okay, 51. There's the sight. Now the stock. I believe I was overglazing the stock a lot because if I recall, like the stock was like right there by the ramp. Yeah, right there by the ramp or around the table here or somewhere. And such. Yeah, I will say it doesn't go further beyond the back door here. So once you're at the back door area, there's not much back there for you. So instead, we go back here. So yeah, apparently it's here somewhere. Yeah, is that it? Nope, that is a War Pounder, which, yeah, those are terrible guns. I will say, you probably get a lot of money out of them, but I think they're just terrible. Horrible to the point. I thought maybe this shack might have it too, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, but then I remember something. I think it was in that window part of the shack. Oh no, it's just right there. It's just right there. It's just freaking right there the whole time. Sometimes battling just takes priority. Priorities. Alright, now to go deal with the dungs. The rack dung, because yeah, we need to go get the buggy here. Go over here and start shooting at the fans. So I will say, luckily this mission is very short. It ain't gonna take much. And technically it's alright for one too, if you know where the parts are at. Sad we got detour, because yeah, I should have added this to the other part, but I didn't, because I didn't really thought of much as like, oh hey, I should probably add part to part. Now I'm gonna do that from now on, I will say. Although I think I kind of did before. It's like a here and there about that if I'm gonna add a part on part with it or not. Cause yeah, in return, hey look, 57 minutes of video. I just gotta remember, oh hey, yeah, I cut like the middle of that part to apply to that part. So when it comes to that thing. Yeah, just kill all those racks, be on our way. Oh look, a rack hive. Who knew? Anyways, back to Shep Sanders, and then I believe the combat rifle that we get from Marcus at the bounty fort. Return. But it does got driver butts there. Here you go, Shep Sanders. So basically this money next week. Okay. Now onto the combat rifle. The rifle is just back at the main area once again, so time for a good old long drive. You people ever did anything lately? I know I think I did. Concerning the whole 200 mile per hour thing I did on Gran Turismo sidelines. But I really don't want to talk about on this compared to the other stuff like the. Because yeah, when it comes to talk about stuff, I kind of want to keep it in topic. But if I so happen to sidetrack, I just so happen to sidetrack off. Here is the Desert Cobra, which it's kind of good. That's kind of a good gun. If there's one problem, it's a short mag because Cobras are known for that. I would say adult rifles are known for that entirely. Because yeah, I will say if you want the biggest mags, it's used to the SNS for the big mags. But if you want an all-rounder, great, super crazy gun, you want the Atlases. In that case, they are a cut above the rest on terms of technology advancement of this time. Hyperion is the other one that's kind of crazy because it's insane accuracy boosts you can get on certain guns. And I think they're mostly offering a scope. If I recall. I will note, I think Hyperion at best touches snipers and SMGs though, where flat off SNS, Atlas touch assault rifles. So. And then Dial touches assault rifles, but I will say that's kind of where I draw the line with the whole uniqueness. I will say the uniqueness is there, it's just not as crazy as to say, because yeah, the Dial rifles are mostly burst rifles. They are not automatic. If they do turn out automatic, well, that's a special one then. I will know that uniqueness does change in Borderlands 3, especially for dial rifles, because then you can functionally use them as automatic or burst mode, which is cool, much better.
If you need healing, step right up.
And stuff. Got these shields you can buy, because yeah, luckily you have vending machines like right there at the front door. Convenient. I don't know why he has them here, he just does. Because yeah, I gotta say, there's like some cases where it feels like this like part of vending machines just shouldn't be here because, you know, you're at the bad guy's spot, so it really kind of just shouldn't be here. So yeah, we got a bunch of bands to plow on through, so starting with that guy. Call me complaining names. And that guy just erupted in flames because my buddy's going insane. He's insane from Earth. So actually, I don't know exactly when it comes to War of Borderlands. No, wait, now Pandora is technically its own thing, so I don't know if Earth is a thing in Borderlands or not. I assume not, considering Pantheia or whatever that one's called. You have tech worlds like that, and you have like other worlds and stuff. 3 did one good thing. It kind of spored the worlds out there because they start having their own vaults going off. Since Pandora is the main house to set a chain of events and stuff with that. And considering what's happening in 4's case. Which, yeah, I'm probably just going to avoid 4 because 4 looks like they twist the knife too much. You accidentally killed the guy. So sorry. You killed the war guy. Why would you kill the war guy?
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, but the Maui one's technically good till 3, but they ruined it big time by giving a whole charged emphasis to it. I don't know why the heck they did that. Cause yeah, they decided to change the Maui one weapons to give it more of a minigun feel for some reason. To those SMGs, by the way. Does it trade off if you get fire rate, recoil, and stuff? Yes, but that fucking charge up is terrible. You want acceleration. If I recall. I will note, it's technically been eons since the Borderlands 3. I could be terribly wrong about saying that. Yep, now just trying to look for all the special spots, because I will say this area is a lot of special spots for the loot and stuff. I got a pretty good sniper there, because yeah, Bladoff does make a good sniper. As a matter of fact, I think that's what the special French sniper you can get is a Bladoff. You get the 91 detonates SMGs, which yeah, don't ignore those explosive guns. While they are low in damage, they actually do a lot and stuff. It just really depends on what enemy you deal with, because some might be explosive resistant, some may not be explosive resistant. If they're not, mostly those explosive guns will rip them to shreds. It's like you took the base damage, you just upped it a bit more, and then we got Bass right here just sitting here. It's like, oh crap. Call me out! Why did he call me out? Also, I got the electric one on. Oops. I did switch the turn on that. That's a big old whoopsie, because yeah, I will say electric is not good for these guys. Although this is just regular vault mode, I will say true vault mode is where you definitely don't want that. Because anything flesh becomes more immune to electric in that mode. It's just for now to give a leeway about electricity. What, gonna be honest, they should probably just kept that because it already has the resistance already. Now, electric guns are not that crazy in this one. I don't think, except for like I can think of the alien guns a little bit on that matter. That's the only thing I think of. So yeah, we will be coming across alien guns, which is a tad spoiler on that, but oh, it is what it is. Yeah, got a band of killers and some bruisers. Yeah, we got the whole cavalry coming at us, and then I just realized something. There was something that just missed me and my buddy there, and I just realized, oh yeah, there's a turret going on over there to deal with. And of course, I got blitzed. Like, oh crap, that's not good. Alright, so killed him. I gotta go over to my buddy before he gets murdered. And he's technically got murdered already, but he's fine. And then this guy, and then the turret here. But yeah, the turret is a pain in the ass, and of course he hit the barrel. It's like, god damn it. Yeah, I will say, be careful of barrels. Barrels could just wipe you in a second. If you so happen to be close by one. It doesn't matter what type it is. It's worst case scenario when it's electric or fire, because they're most likely going to kill you. Corrosive feels like shouldn't, but still does anyways. Yeah, this turret guy sucks though, and this is like kind of the somewhat 1 to 2 times this happens, or 3 times, maybe 3 times. You'll see a guy with turret. Oh shit. I'm trying to kill these guys, like, oh crap. Okay, you died. Lucky you guys are not that of a pushover. Oh, and I get hit by the shotgun. Okay. It's paying ass with this turret. Let's just throw down my turret, see if it changes. Okay, never mind. My buddy just goes up there and punches it, and the guy flies off. Because I will say, I think Bailey kind of just ignores the problem for the turret, if I recall. Yeah, screw it. Punch him. Let's get some little money here. Yeah, I am happy that's the one thing they add, because I will say, in the regular one, you had to single-handedly grab every bit of money. Where in this one they gave us the Borderlands 2 effect, where if you hold square, you can grab everything around you. Having drops. And such. And I think the other thing too was that you're able to switch weapons on the fly if you hold square to that weapon. I got Bruiser here. and mince meat. Yeah, this gun does really good job, I guess. It's a incendiary rifle, which fire is debatable when it's good or not. That might have been okay-ish, but not that great. Oh, we got a bobblehead. Yeah, I will say that's the rare drop you can get from money drops. You can get a big old wad of cash or Marcus bobblehead. The Marcus bobbleheads are immediately like $1,000. About as much as selling a gun, basically, right there. That is a very good sniper. Although it's a hard sniper, so it's slow. That's the one problem. Yeah, it's a slow sniper. Yeah, bolt action. It's kind of weird that Right-Off made a bolt action back then. Nowadays they don't. They make assault snipers. Which those are amazing. I love those. That's probably my favorite gun out of 3 is the assault snipers. The problem is ammo consumption on those things, but it's still damn well worth it. Alright, open this box here. We got repeaters. There's a bunch of repeaters. Yeah, just a bunch of repeaters. Got a loud repeater. Which, yeah, repeater pistols, they sucked. They were not that good. They were just not that good at all when it came to Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2, they definitely fixed pistols big time, because then the Hyperion pistols were amazing. They're amazing pistols. The Synergy pistol is, mwah. It's a French kiss pistol. So just checking around here, because yeah, apparently there was another loot box here, which yeah, this one. Oh, here we go. I will say there is special revolvers to be on the watch for, which is the Mashers. The Mashers are pretty nice. It does depend on that fire rate though, which the fire rate's not that good. 1.3 is a bit slow. Also, this is the first revolver I came across too, considering I only have 6 shots. Make them count. As the thing goes. Because yeah, I will say, I don't think you get revolver ammo drops until you pick up a revolver. If I recall, I don't know if this applies to all weapons you just end up having, but it's just kind of weird. I just did not got any ammo for the revolver though. Alright, so let's try this little sucker out, see if it's worth it. It does a good amount. There we go, 3 shots. That's rare though. However, it did take a shield at least. Now we gotta get the electric SMG up. Oh god. But yeah, I said the electrics are not that good against flesh. What am I doing? Using electric SMG. As the saying goes. Alright, so now going down the shaft way here. Yeah, this is like technically like a minecart quarry, I would say. Where we're basically at. Yeah, this was, I believe, Dow's mining quarry, let's say. Because Dow owned a lot of Pandora until a certain thing happened, so to say, that caused them to fled from this planet at the end of the day. Leaving basically majority of their people on this planet, which majority of them basically became these bandits as you see now. Or another case, which is Patricia Tanis, the one that we've been finding from journals and stuff. More on that later.
Alright,
yeah, we got this big old area here, and of course another badass bruiser. They've been chucking those badasses like no tomorrow. Alright, so now back on. Oh, badass psycho. You got badasses. And we got badass psycho, which yeah, as long as you just shoot him in the head, you just get stun locked. Goodbye, and good riddance. He's off to dealing with the other bandits here. We got bandit killer just shooting straight through here. You got her. And then my buddy going crazy with the fire fist. One punching like every guy, even though it may take more than one punch. Alright, for you, it may take more than one punch. killer and shotgunner. Oh, again, punch blasted. We got the terrible shotgun, which is not having. Now, there's one thing to know about this masher. Don't shoot it far, because as you can see here, it's going to shoot like crap. It really didn't do much to the shotgunner here. The Daihatsu shotgunner. Yes. And we got a bruiser. This is a Daihatsu, also called one of the trucks that too. Matter of fact, I think there was a lot of cars called the Midge. We got the Bandit Dog. And the Bruiser. And of course, a badass Bruiser too, as he dies again. No one can withstand this. No one. Another heavy machine gun. Supposed to contact. Bandit killer. Either go with the rest. Shotgun and tech grenades. Those are technically good to get rid of shields immediately. Gosh, should have picked bottle. Is what it is. Let's see what's in here. It's kind of weird that there's this shack here and there's just no loot box here. It's kind of weird. Overall, very strange. And now if we go back this way, but then I'm realizing something. This is going back the same way! As I just realized, like, oh wait, hang on a second. Oh yeah, we need to go back that way. Yeah, that's the problem about this mine quarry area, is that this place is a bit of a hassle to go through. So they want you to go around and about, basically. Going right on the count, so to say. Or it's counterclockwise. So if we go down this way, hey look, there's more of the mokes. Shoot at him, even though I missed that first shot, like horribly. Oh, he dead though. My buddy's going crazy with the beast again. So yeah, I will say, that's the crazy thing about Brick. He just goes onslaught mode. It's so fast and monotonous. It makes me wonder why on earth did they give the soldier such a crazy ass cooldown when he really doesn't need it, when Brick can just turn around and go into that, which by the way gives him instant health, by the way. I'm just gonna say this, if they made the cooldown crazy for the soldier, I don't think it'd be as broken. I really wouldn't think. And that's my preference to that. It's just, that's the one horribly bad part they did for the soldier, and considering the turret doesn't even move, technically. It only moves, you know, what's in front of it anyway. It moves in a cone manner, that's about it. Or when I say moves, it just rotates. In a cone manner, whatever it's faced at. Yeah, that's the other problem with the turret. It doesn't shoot all around like, I would say accents later it does. It's just kind of weird though that they die. Oh, this is broken. We need to nerf this. I know. Give it a ridiculously high cooldown, where all the other characters get a pretty good cooldown. Roland is one of the ones where he got the worst cooldown out of the bunch. I will note the cooldown rates will help lower that immediately, but still does. It's like, you know. But at least their abilities, they're able to get enhanced damage and stuff. For Roland's cases, it's not much and such. And now on to the vending here, because yeah, conveniently he has a vending up here too. Although this one makes sense because at least it's as office, basically. And such. Not the worst.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles? First aid kit. You won't regret it.
Yep, so, alright, see what else I need. Get one of those valves. Yeah, Borderlands 2 technically fixed that, where the valves and this is just slow and it slowly heals you, but it's just not that great. For Borderlands 2, it fixed that a bit more. Oh, okay, we got something going on here. Eater or ore? Eater or ore? Eater or ore? I don't know, how about both? Screw this. We're gonna go with both. I'm gonna go this way, he's gonna go that way. Oh, hey, look, we already met up with each other. Anyways. Sledge, P.S. You guys aren't friends. Yep. So, Sledge, what's special about him? Well, besides being a spacey, stronger, badass raider, he has a hammer that can slam down for a shockwave. He also has a special shotgun dedicated to his name. So. Otherwise, kind of just a pushover, really. I hate to say that. For being one of the first big bandits out there, he's not much to really say on. And that's what hurts the most about him being a special bandit. And the weird part is Borderlands 2 references this because Salvador gets a head mask of him. Although that head mask is kind of special to get though, because it requires the whole 2K account or something like that. I can't remember. It's stupid. But yeah, we now have the Sledge's shotgun, which, yeah, this shotgun is terrible. Sadly, it's got all that nice damage. It not only burst fires, it also has no accuracy. So it's spread fire throughout. So if bullets hit, bullets hit. Bullets don't hit, well, it's what you got. So yeah, at the end of the day, we basically got nothing out of this. Which, this is just how it feels sometimes. Sometimes you just got the gold digger stuff already that it's going to take a good bit of story progress to get something better than that. Which is technically good in regards. Yeah, got a turret there. Because yeah, the guy's already back. Ooh. And oh yeah.
I have just been informed that you have arrived on Pandora in search of the vault. And within minutes have started killing the locals and causing a disturbance. This planet is under the authority of the Atlas Corporation, and any Iridian artifacts found here are Atlas property. Possession of such property carries a stiff penalty. I invite you to turn yourself in at once to the nearest Lance outpost and surrender any information or artifacts in your possession. Consider this your one and only warning.
Huh, so we went from a violation to a threat. Just like that. Or no. Anyways, as you can see, the shotgun, even to a mook, doesn't really do much. So yeah, switch, just sell that. It's just a gold bar at the end of it. Gold bar that can shoot, but otherwise it's a gold bar. Yeah, and of course, as you saw, since there was a turret there, or the guy's on a turret once again, that means, oh hey, all the mooks are back. And he is immediately shooting too, because I think that's his bullets. On top of it. Also, I want to kill this one guy, because he's creating disturbance, and he needs to be silenced. He's just up there, booming. There we go. That's him done. And so that bruiser. Yep, and then finally after eons, even though we just did that whole area, I decided to switch my turret to the fire bolts. This is how stupid I get sometimes. And also, oh, nice pistol. My only problem is it's double pellet though, so say goodbye to some of your bullets. So it's like, this thing will burn through them basically. And when it comes to guns and stuff, you really don't want a gun that burns through your ammo, because that's technically bad in my case. Or technically bad in my understanding. Yeah, now check the vending machines real quick and such. Make sure if I need to get these or such. But then I realized something. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably get the repeater ammo while at it.
All equipment. Upgrade
There we go.
now.
So yeah, I got that. Checking to make sure I got most of these, because you might as well get these at this point before you go, before the blue ones show, because the blue ones are going to be like 20k. So, anyways, after dealing with that and turn it in now,
Keep the medical equipment working. Slowly.
we dealt with Sledge, so that's basically everything of technically Firestone in a way. We still technically have a bit more side stuff to deal with before we head to the doll
Compliments, but
head post, I believe, or outpost. Or doll head outpost, I believe.
better all the time.
But yeah, we also get a class mod, which yeah, you can sometimes not get a class mod at all, and this will technically be your first class mod. But there's a case where you just get a class mod. Because then what we just saw back at the combat rifle stuff. Because yeah, there was a class mod for my buddy, for example. So now we could technically leave Firestone, however, there's missions that we must do. I also want to show this too, because this is the weapon proficiency, or in other words, the badass rank before badass rank. Was this? Because basically, the more you use your weapon, the more better it gets. Which, not gonna lie, I kind of miss this feature a little bit, but then again, it is what it is. So. Yeah, as you can see, I got 6% damage, 18% reload speed, and 27% accuracy boost now to a level 8 of the combat rifle. And to get these proficiencies to go up, you have to get XP while holding that weapon. If you ain't holding that weapon, you don't ever get XP for it. So, something to note. And this goes up to about 50, I believe. Because 50 was the original level cap for Borderlands 1 until the DLC. And such. So, these will go up till that. So. And these will basically boost the guns to heck and back. And as you can tell, that's probably my main priority of gun I'm using is the assault rifle. Which I'm not surprised. Assault rifle is the best go-around gun possible. Like, a lot of people will say shotguns are too, but I think assault rifles are just a tad more. Such. So yeah, we got the fuses, so we're going back to Sledges. Oh boy! So now then, in that case, back to Sledges. So once we get up to this point here, you'll notice there's some fuses we could put here. So because yeah, I think there was like an indication that you could have put something there. Because I will say sometimes some things are laid out for you beforehand that you could have put something there, but you need to get the mission though in order to, to do it. We gotta put these fuses on these columns, pillars, whatever they're called at the end there. Yeah, as you can see, the pistol goes right through these guys at the end there, so that's a good part. So yeah, these machine pistols are really good. These are the pistols to get, to say. If there's one bad thing about, like example, this pistol, it's the accuracy problem. Except for the big case of that. So yeah, we gotta put these fuses here, and then there's a machine gun there. And then there's a pipeline up there we have to destroy. Because yeah, I will say, I think we should have opted out of the game and opt back in the game to reset the loot boxes and stuff. Because I will say, any loot that you pick up throughout the game, when you start the game initially, is still going to be picked out at the end of it. It isn't until you leave the game and come back where it refreshes. So, something to note. So there goes the place. Holy crap. Well, if Sledge ain't dead, he is for now. He is for sure. I think that's to his place to be exact on that. Yeah, that's one of the cases you get a cinematic for being destructive for once. That's the cool part. So now on to dealing with this Bruce McLean found. Cause yeah, we got to find a guy. Shad's back at Firestone. So we'll just walk our butts there. Because I just wanted to skip that the fat there, so to say. Because yeah, you basically just have to head back to this immediately and go deal with that. Go deal with that and whatnot. See what's on his offers, as usual. All right, now then. Okay, back to the air Badlands. Yeah, which apparently he's just right here. Okay. So it's a good thing I did dealt with the pipes first, and then to him. Yeah, might as well get a buggy in advance, because I will say this is a series one. Because I will say there are some missions that are like 2 or 3 parts. This is one of them. Build that raider, and then the burns psycho. Yeah, my fist. You're like level 15. You're not surviving. Because I will say, yeah, the levels do give you like damage boost or damage resistance based on what their level is in return. If their level is higher, they get the damage boost and resistance. If your level is higher, you get the boost and resistance. It's just how it scales. So that is, yep, that's Bruce McCoy. He is dead, but it turns out he's been smoking these terrible poison-inducing cigars. And we need to go find out about these boxes of cigars. Because, yeah, I will say, they sometimes pull things out of their fun holes when it comes to these missions sometimes. Because this is the weirdest one out of the bunch. Oh, no, you got these bad cigars. Bad manufactured cigars. Time for this product recall. And outlaw plant, by the way. Somehow business is still going. Oh yeah, there's a Carnage shotgun, which no, on that. Unless it's a automatic shotgun, I will say you can come across automatic Carnage. Which those are kind of crazy. Back to our buggy, because we are now going out to go get those boxes of cigars, which boxes of cigars are like on the left side of here. It's a little weird. Like I said, they just really want to keep us in Firestone the most. Because yeah, most of your venture, I'm just gonna say you're gonna be done with Firestone at first, before moving on. Because I will say, this game is very inconsistent about what areas you mostly will be at before moving on and such. Like, if I have to say, this is the most game. Oh, hello. There's a crazy shield in there. Which, yes, it is kind of interesting. These shields back then also gave you a massive health boost. Because, yeah, I don't think... Or no, I take it back. There is shields that do that, but there's a trade-off when you do that. So it's like... And I also am thinking maybe opposite too, because I'm thinking maybe a shield gain. Like a massive shield for the trade-off of some of your health for it. Which could be good or bad on that situation. So, you gotta go to find the cigars. The cigars are back there, but my friend decided to go over there and pay a visit. He must be still mad about those stupid bruisers killing us that one time. That's the only way I thought about it. I might as well be checking this real quick. It's like screw it, they're dying. We're gonna make sure we have our vengeance, so. Pick up these thugs. Oh, and the Rex are coming in. Oh god, all the Rex. You guys don't have racks. Also, your guys, what the fuck? I'm so sorry. Oh god. Don't mod that. Well, Temp Fang Fury. Okay, that's a pistol. But yeah, Fang, I believe, is a blade, so that's melee. Let's see, I'm just checking something real quick. as the saying goes. Yeah, now we're at, I believe it's called Titan's Inn of this section, which is basically a darn abandoned encampment. This is also where we get our stalls and stuff too. I think you'll see them going here. If we have that or not yet. That might be the part 3 or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, the stalls are there. Okay. Yeah, that stuff. Cause yeah, we technically did need to end up going over here eventually, so it's a good thing. Go over here. Right, the bruiser. There we go. Oop, and that's a dog. That's a raider. Where that corrosive? Raider getting blasted. There, Raider. Best he goes. It's kind of funny because I think the best grenades in 2 are also the same case where it's a type of homing arc kind of grenade. Ooh, here we go, there's a loot box. Here. Oh, tactician class mod. However, I don't think I'm focusing on health ability, so that ain't that good. So I am focusing on the melee not melee tree. There's no melee tree for one. A middle tree. So oh, that's a good gun. Alpha Stinger, which yeah, very fast assault rifle, or not assault rifle, SMG. I'm just spilling out. I'm just spilling out more than I should. So, yeah, so going over here. So if I recall, this area is where it kind of gets back. So if I recall, there's like a bunch of badasses over here. Oh yeah, there's a Bass Raider, Bass Bruiser. Are they fighting each other, or was there a skag? There might have been a skag there. Yeah, you got Bass Raider and Bass Bruiser. It's like, oh my god. That's a grenade. Yeah, okay, he's gone. And Bass Bruiser. I will note, those Bass Bruisers, they're not so bad. But you can come across one with an RPG, I will say. And they are, oh god, big difference. But when they come with this assault rifle, it's fun. And 2 prom mag. Oh, is that that's another Bass Bruiser, holy crap. So like 3 basses here. So I was wondering like how many basses I dealt with over here. I was like, oh, there were like 3 just in this freaking cavern area. And I got Violent Dumper, which if I recall the dumpers are the weird SMGs. So yeah, there's some SMGs that had the built-in swirly bullets, and I think Dumper might be one of them. It might be just a slow SMG at the end of the day, but I do recall that one mostly ended up having that though. And you got a stack SMG, which, yeah, a big old The support machine gun, the Violent Dumper. So I gotta get up there, which if I recall, there's like a way here. It's like, what is it, on the left? Yeah, it's on the left. So yeah, if I recall, there's a ramp. A little bit on this one. Yeah, there's like a makeshift ramp. A DIY, you could say. Not a good one. So here's the box of cigars. Well, last one. So, because I think the 2 of them are down there. There's just that one. There's a loot box here too. What do we got here?
Always room for more
where's the loot? I forgot about this loot box being just one thing, which is just a pistol. It's just a repeater pistol, which I'm not sure what to say about that.
for me.
And you get to insult the injury, which that's the skull one.
Fire release weapons.
You got a corrosive weapon.
Set on your target.
It's straight for armor.
Armor in
Technically flesh.
and can spread to
I say loosely on flesh though. Unless their names for chocolate fruits. Yep, there's just a med station.
Scary meals.
Get the blast matador, which I saw not. Liquid sniper, which that's probably still better. Yeah, that's definitely better. Tactician class mod, which it's something. You got Sledging Shutty, definitely getting rid of that. That thing is garbage. There's all the grenades and shields I don't need anymore. Keep the med kit, because you never know. Not that I'm saying they're useful, it's just, you know, it's still technically good to have them. So you can just turn around and just use them. Alright, so now back to the spots and get the rest of this done. This is where the rest of the footage is at for this part. And then, our next part we'll be doing Doll Head, or Outpost. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for that one. On this side. I will note, unlike Firestone, we're not going to be there for so long in comparison to this one. This one, I don't know why they wanted us to stay at Firestone for this freaking long. It's like, oh my god. It's kind of funny, because when it came to Borderlands 2, because Borderlands, I'm just going to say advance, Borderlands 2 has this place when you come back, and I get it's all, you know, destroyed by Hanson Jack's stuff. I think some people are kind of happy it got destroyed. Because how long is it you're still on Firestone at the end of there? If you come to realize. Even though I'll admit, there's a lot of adds to it, but this is just so much, I gotta say. This is why level design has definitely got more consistent over time, and not, you know, lasting forever. I would say lasting at least 5 levels before departing. Which that's a good way to handle things about that, instead of not be, you know, 1 level and then go. So that would be bad. And when I say 1 level, I mean like level ups. Like I feel like if you want a good area, you need to at least give them 5 level ups before to go. Not like Firestone where it's like 20. Although I'll give you a slide a little bit on that. It should technically be 10 because it is the beginner area. And I will say Borderlands 2 fixes that. Big time. Oh, we got Rifleman. Last mod, which I think that's more for the offensive tree, which again, I'm not going for that one. I'm going for the middle tree. The middle tree is all about the ammo and stuff. Because of this and stuff. Do that sort. Alright, so I'm just looking for the skulls. Which, then I realized something. It's like, oh, we could randomly find the skulls, or I just realized the objective thing points them out too. It's like, oh. Oh yeah. Guess I didn't realize that. Blast Repair, which what's the effect was high. The effect probably was not high. Yeah, and then the last one just right here, and that's basically wraps that for this area. So going back to turn this in, and that's basically wraps that for this part. I'm sorry to say, people. Until then, we will finally go to the Doll Outpost and leave Firestone. So until then, folks, on that, so here's the rewards and stuff. But that wraps that for this video. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen, and until then, enjoy this little teaser, and also see you guys next time. Ciao.